So a commenter may have solved the mystery of what's happening to the homeless people here. They said that what they've been doing when they have a run-in with them, or they have, have to interface with them for some reason, they've been doing checks on them, like background kind of checks. And if they're from the mainland, they've been sending them back. So what they're doing is they're sending back the mainland homeless here, which the homeless here are 90% from the mainland. And it's always the ones that cause the most trouble, the ones that harass people and shit. And the reason most of them are assholes has to do with why they're here. The people in their area have just gotten so sick of them, or they burned so many bridges or fucked over so many people in their own areas, in their own cities, that they had to flee here. Shit, some of those guys probably had to leave the country, but they didn't have the shit together enough to put together a passport, so they ended up here. But yeah, all the biggest scumbags are the ones from the fucking mainland. Always like from Philly or fucking, the East Coast or something, or it goes a lot from LA too. And that's great. That's good. That's a good thing. It's part of this, I guess, overarching crackdown on violence here in Waikiki. It's gotten a bit crazy. It's still super safe, but it's gotten crazy enough so that it's starting to hit like travel blogs and stuff. A lot of people complaining about violence and theft, and it has taken an uptick here. Even since the lockdowns, People don't understand lights here. I mean, I think they see them, but I don't know. They still don't understand it. I think if you're in your vehicle, every time is go time, even when it's not go time, I guess they figure might is right. They're driving around a bunch of tons of metal, so they're just gonna do what they want. Whatever. But yeah, they've had a much heavier police presence here. There's a lot more cops walking around, a lot more like just patrolling and stuff. This morning over at Starbucks, they had like a meet a cop type of thing, where you can go in the morning and there was all policemen there, and you can go there and talk to them. They've done that kind of thing before. A couple of years ago, they're trying to make a kind of push to try to police the area better when they got a new police chief in a couple of years ago. That usually lasts like a month, and they go back to not being around unless something happens at a hotel and the tourist is in trouble. Other than that, like, you could stab someone to death out here and then walk home and never hear about it again. We've seen stuff like that happen. We've seen stuff like that happen. One day a guy got on a city bus with a hatchet, jammed it into a guy's head for no reason. They didn't know each other. This is why you got to get rid of some of these people. They do this type of shit, So he stuck a fucking hatchet in the guy's head. Bus pulls over, cops show up. Hatchet man's still in the area. He got off the bus, but he was hanging around not far from the bus at the bus stop. Cops didn't go near him. And when they got on the bus to see if the guy's okay, the guy couldn't speak English. So they took this to mean he doesn't want to press charges. So they let the hatchet guy go. Can't fucking make this shit up. So anyway, this caused a bit of a thing locally, but not much of a thing, because you can't really make much of a thing about anything here. If you do, you're gonna have problems. But there was a lawyer on TV saying, if the city can charge this guy, you can still arrest him and then it would be Honolulu would be pressing charges against this guy. You don't have to have the guy on the bus clearly state he wanted to press charges. Like he couldn't really speak English. He might have been like illegal or something. So they just let the fucking guy walk. Well, they didn't even try to stop him, I guess. They didn't go up to him or anything. He hung around for a while with his hatchet and then just kind of wandered off. Who knows where he is today? A similar thing happened up the street here. Had a gunman open fire. Black gentleman wearing like a raincoat. And he was in I want to say it was an El Camino. It was a very distinct car. Like a yellow El Camino, I think it was. Drove off. One dead, 2 injured. It's the end of him. Chinatown, there was this guy going on stabbing people. This is 2017. A few deaths from it. It was like this serial stabber, like this a knivesman. Never got him. Never heard from him. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice if they started doing something, but unfortunately, what it will be is giving like me a ticket if I don't stay right between the white lines when I'm crossing the street, or if they catch someone in a park 10 minutes after it's closed. You'll see more of that. Not much else. It'd be good if they could get some of these guys back to the mainland, because they are the largest part of not only the homeless people here, but the homeless people that cause trouble. You know, because not all of them do. Some of them just do their thing. You know, I know guys that just collect cans and stuff, and you know, I've known some of these guys for years, and they're not bothering anybody. I got a guy up here that's like an artist. He just draws, he paints all day. He doesn't bother anybody. But I mean, that's not exactly how they all are. So yeah, to send them back would be great, you know, because fuck them. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. They don't belong here anyway, you know? I mean, they shouldn't be here. So, but I mean, I don't really think they're going to do too much stuff. I mean, that's something they said they were going to do in the past, and they didn't really, like I said, they'll do it for a couple months. They'll do it for 2 months. And they'll make like a show of it, like they'll walk around. And there's nothing against them, like they're okay. Like I've had, every experience I've had with them, with the cops here, has been good. Oh, this fucking door, man. If I'm being chased by a zombie horde one day, that's where I'm gonna die. Because this thing, like, you gotta push as you open it. It's fucking, one of these days, man, I'm gonna take it out the hinges and putting it right in the fucking canal over here. I swear to God. So, no, maybe I shouldn't swear to God, because now I have to do it. But yeah, it'd be great if they did that, you know, but, I don't know. Is that why we're seeing these carts here all the time? I don't know, could be. I just think it's kind of, I mean, still, that's 3 carts. One after another, that were where someone was snagged from, you know. So it's like, were they out there? I don't know if that is the answer, but it could be. It could be the answer, but that would have to be 1, 2, 3 right after another. I don't know. It could be. But yeah, it'd be great if they did do something about that. I'm almost coming up on that time where I have to go through the Project Bluebeam story again. I got like 10 videos about it. If I organized them better, I wouldn't have to do that, but I can never find anything I do. But that's neither here nor there nor anywhere. Don't blame the teacher. Blame the school.